Hi, welcome to Start to Finish Sunday. This is the card that we're going to be making this week, and this card uses a lot of great new products from the Stampin' Up! Spring Occasions Mini catalog. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm starting out with a So Saffron card base, and this is going to be a portrait style top folding card. So my card base is 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to use my Simply Scored and my stylus to just score this at 5 1/2. I'm going to use the dictionary background stamp on this card. Now there's going to be a lot of white space on this card, so I like to do a tone on tone with a background stamp like this to just create kind of a little bit of texture on the white space, the areas that don't have any embellishment. And let me show you how I like to do background stamps. So I'm going to put the stamp flat on my work surface on its back, and that's where it's going to stay. I'm taking my So Saffron ink. Remember, this is going to be nice tone on tone just to add really more texture than anything else. And I'm going to ink up my stamp. Have a piece of scratch paper handy, and I'm going to take my card base, try to line it up. Since this is lines of text, you want to try to get it kind of straight. Place it down, and then I'm going to put my scratch paper over the top. You want to hold with one hand while you press and rub with the other. Make sure you're getting along the edges really well, getting good coverage, and then switch your hands. Always keep one hand steady while you are pressing and rubbing with your other hand, and you will get perfect stamp coverage every time. And you use a scrap paper, so no inky fingers. Pull up your card base, and you have a perfect background stamp image every time. Now we're going to work on the embellishment. I have a piece of Whisper White that measures 2 by 4 1/2. And the first thing I'm going to do is use this awesome tag topper punch. This is one of the new things in the spring catalog, the Occasions Mini catalog. And there's 2 different versions. This is the one that has this nice angled, like a mailing tag. Awesome, awesome punch. And you can see it looks like this. It fits any length of cardstock that's 2 inches wide, so you can use it for all sorts of things. And all you do is just tuck your piece of cardstock all the way in until you hit the top and it can't go in any further. Punch down, and there you have a tag. And like I said, you can make this any length that you want. So versatile for all kind of projects. Get my scratch paper out again. We're going to do some stamping. Using this stamp, this is the Starburst Sayings, and it has matching framelits, also from the Occasions catalog. I'm using this fun little sort of geometric design here, and my Pool Party ink, and we're going to sort of create our own pattern paper here. So I'm just going to stamp this all over my tag shape, and when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you stamp off the edge in a couple of places at least. That creates a really nice professional finished look. It looks like you took a piece of commercially designed pattern paper and cut it apart. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, and now I'm going to get out, let's see, a scrap of Whisper White here. This is just a random piece I had in my scrap bin. And we're using this for our focal image and sentiment. It says you make the world a better place. I think it'll fit on here. I hope it'll fit. Looks like it'll just fit on my, let's try a different scrap. There we go. This scrap will be a little bit easier to stamp on. So I'm using Calypso Coral ink for my sentiment. I'm just gonna ink this up really well. This is an old style ink pad. This takes a little bit more elbow grease to get it well inked. Okay. And I'll just stamp that down. It's a solid stamp, so you want to give it good pressure. Perfect. These are the coordinating framelets. So I'm going to pick out, I think it's this one. Yep. And just try to line that up. Once I have that lined up, I'm just going to take a Post-it and stick it over the top. Now, if you, this is a great set if you have the Big Shot on the magnetic platform. I still don't have it. So I'm just doing the old Post-it trick. It's working great for me for now. And I'm going to run this through my Big Shot. Okay, now we can start putting the card together. So this is a piece of designer paper. This is from the I Am Me collection in the main catalog. And this measures 4 1/4 by 1 1/2. I'm just going to adhere this sort of across the bottom of my card base. Okay. Right there. And then I'm going to adhere my tag, my stamp tag, straight onto my card base as well. Putting it to the right hand side of the card, and I'm kind of centering it top to bottom. Okay. Let's see. And then I'm going to place my sentiment right here. Put a couple of dimensionals. I don't know what that is. Put a couple of dimensionals on the back. Okay, so there's a super cute little card. Let's just add a couple more fun little embellishments just to dress it up a little. These are the wood veneer shapes. These are also from the Occasions catalog. They are so cute. You can see there's these little speech bubbles and the pretty little starbursts, plain circles. I think there's 4 of each shape. Triangles. What else is in here? Little banners, arrows, and hearts. Aren't they so cute? You can stamp on these. You can color them with inks or markers. Super cute. I love them, and they're so trendy. We are going to use the heart today. So let me just put the rest of these away. Okay. And I'm just going to use a little bit, this is the Tombow Mono Multi Glue. Just a tiny little dot of this is really all you need. You don't need much at all. Just kind of spread it around a little. And I'm just going to place this on our little Starburst sentiment. Hold it down for just a second. Make sure it adheres right where I want it. You could also use glue dots for that, but I really like the liquid glue, so I'm going to keep using that. This is the Gold Baker's Twine, also in the Occasions mini catalog. We're going to make a little bow out of this. So I just cut off a little piece, and I'm just going to create a little bow. This twine is a little bit tricky to work with. It seems to like to curl up, kind of, so you've got to kind of futz with it for a little bit. That bow actually came out great, so I'm going to leave it just the way it is. I just want to trim the ends a little bit. I think that looks cute. I think that looks great, and I'm just going to leave it exactly how it is. So I'm going to take my Tombow Mono Multi Glue again and just put a little dot. Again, if you want to use glue dots for this, you can. Put a little dot, if it'll come out, right in the center of that hole in the tag, and then just place my bow right there. Again, kind of press it down for a minute. Okay, and then it'll look like you tied a cute little bow around the tag, but without the trouble. Then I want to add one more little touch. This is the sequin ribbon, also from the Occasions catalog, and it's this beautiful gold sequin trim. Now what's really cool about it is you can certainly use it as is, or you can actually pull these sequins off. So let me give you a little tip. It's a little bit easier if you cut the string that's holding them together, cut that short, and then all you have to do is just pull the sequins right off of the string. Super easy. Now gold is super trendy and sequins are super trendy right now. So this is an awesome, very versatile product. And I'm gonna keep in mind odd numbers and visual triangles. When you're placing little sort of scattered embellishments like this, odd numbers are very visually pleasing in terms of design, and also if you can create a triangle, especially if there's something important in the center of that triangle, like your sentiment or your focal image. So that's kind of what I'm going to do today. I'm going to start with one sequin right here on my heart, and I'm just trying to get a tiny, tiny little drop of glue to come out. Okay, so I'm going to put one there. And now I'm going to think in terms of a visual triangle with my sentiment in the center. So I'm going to just kind of put one down here and another one sort of somewhere up here. Great. Okay, just tiny little drops of glue. If you have a tweezer, this is a great time to use it. And I'm just going to place my sequins right in that glue. So I hope you enjoyed this week's Start to Finish Sunday, and if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Remember, there's a couple of weeks left for Stampin' Up's celebration, which means that for every $50 worth of product you purchase, you can get one exclusive celebration item for free. If you have any questions or want to place an order, let me know. And until next time, thanks for watching and happy stampin'. Bye-bye.